And at last, the news gets through to Sudan. Mawia Shaddad, an astronomer at the University of Khartoum, is one of the first people in the country to hear about it.
It could happen anywhere in the world, and it comes here to us in Sudan.
He checks the coordinates to try to pinpoint the location of the expected impact. It's good news. It's a remote spot in the desert in the far north of the country. But there are people there, and warning them is a problem.
It's such a remote area. Hardly any communication exists. You know, yes, I know in America you have your mobiles, you have the net, it does not exist. It's a total different world. And it's not possible.
So in the north of the country, people remain oblivious to the threat that is heading their way. Others with better communications are now being put on alert. Not far away, a KLM 747 is mid-flight from Johannesburg to Amsterdam. They receive an alarming notification.
We got a warning in the cockpit and then a message came in.
Ron handed over the message to me and I started reading it and I thought, oh, this is quite an extraordinary message. I never heard of anybody predicting an asteroid for Earth, so yeah, and it was pretty close.
The communication center had received a warning of the asteroid's imminent arrival and passed it on.
In the message it said, well, you might be able to see it over 1,000 nautical miles, so quite a distance. So we knew it would be big.
In the plane, the two pilots dim the lights and watch and wait. Back in the US, Tim Sparr is attempting to answer the critical question. How big is the asteroid? He bases his calculations on observations of its brightness. How much damage will it cause?
Immediately, I'm hoping I was going to see a small number on the size, and I did. Had I looked and seen that this was a 500-meter object, I'd have been devastated.
It appears the asteroid is about the size of a truck and weighs 80 tons. It won't be an extinction event, but it's large enough to make a very big bang. In space, satellites focus on the predicted area in the desert. And in the impact zone, Isa Ali Hassan is leading his camels in search of food. And then, at almost the exact moment predicted, the asteroid arrives. After hurtling through space for millions of years, it is on its final approach.
We started to look outside, and after 40 seconds we saw the sky lit up like somebody turned a light switch from dim to bright.
بعد الصلاة المروحة النور ده فجأة أرضي كلها نور وعملت 3 صوت ولا 4 صوت قد يعني دن 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 كده.
TC3 hits the atmosphere at 12 kilometers per second, generating temperatures as hot as the sun. It begins to break up and then explodes with the force of a small nuclear bomb. Luckily, it never reaches the surface. The detonation is so high, no one is reported hurt. One quick-thinking local man even manages to record the smoke from the explosion on his mobile phone. High above Earth, satellites also capture the moment the asteroid exploded. For the first time ever, an asteroid has been seen in space and tracked all the way to impact.